Be patient. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Oh, possess us, tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, sometimes he's a kind of Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog.
What? For being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight?
Well, I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
The devil a Puritan that he is. This is his grounds of faith, that all that look on him love him, and on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistle of love, wherein, by the colour of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expressio of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my Lady Olivia, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent! I smell a device.
I have it in my nose too.
He will think, by the letter thou wilt drop, that it comes from my niece and that she is in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that colour.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
Oh, 'twill be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you. Malvolio's coming down this walk. Secretly observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she treats me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on't?
He is an overweening rogue.
Peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him.
Slight, I could so beat the rogue.
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Fie on him, Jezebel.
Peace.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers around me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone?
Peace, peace.
And ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and shackles!
Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control, saying, Cousin Toby, fortune having cast me on your niece gives me this prerogative of speech. You must amend your drunkenness.
Thou scab!
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew 'twas I, for many do call me fool.
Oh, what employment have we here?
Oh, the spirit of humour's intimate reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. Her very phrases. To whom should this be?
This wins him, liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio? I may command where I adore, but silence, like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore, MOAI doth sway my life.
A fustian riddle.
MOAI doth sway my life. But first, let me see. I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. This is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. At the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make it resemble something in me, MOAI. M. Oh, Malvolio! That begins my name.
Did not I say he would work it out?
M. But then there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
Or I'll cudgel him and make him cry, oh.
Then I comes behind. MOAI. Oh, this simulation is not as the former. And yet to crush this it would bow to me, for all these letters are in my name. Oh, soft, there follows prose. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are become great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Cast thy humble slough, and appear fresh. She advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings. Oh! And wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember, go to. Thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. Why, this is open. I will be proud. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point devised the very man. I do not now fool myself, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. No, she did. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. And she did praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this she manifests herself to my love. Thank my stars. I am happy. I will be strange, stout, yellow-stockinged and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Oh, that my stars be praised. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smile is become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I will not give my part in this sport for a pension of thousands.
Oh, I could marry this wench for this device.
So could I too.
And ask for no other dowry with her but such another jest.
Nor I neither.
Here comes the noble girl catcher.
Oh, come in. Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, say true. Does it work upon him?
Like Aquavitae with a midwife.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a colour she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
Oh, to the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
I'll make one too.